Hi everyone, my name is Bogdan and welcome to Acura Addicted channel, helping you to navigate in the world of automotive repairs, maintenance and reviews. Today we're reviewing an all-new 2025 Acura ADX Platinum Elite A-Spec. Let's roll! Positioned just below the RDX, Acura took Honda HR-V and upscaled it their way. They nailed the proportions here. The ADX looks sharp and athletic with its frameless diamond pentagon grille and matte black accents exclusive to the A-Spec trim. The Platinum Elite trim adds 19-inch Berlina black wheels, dark chrome elements, and panoramic sunroof, although it's a bit shorter than the one on the RDX. Inside the ADX Platinum Elite A-Spec, if you're familiar with the Honda HR-V, you'll see a lot of design borrowing from that car, but made with luxury in mind. You're surrounded by upscale materials, red stitched leather, huge suede inserts, brushed aluminum, and interesting plastic texture accents. There's even some ambient lighting. Seating is very comfortable. Heated and ventilated 12-way power driver seat and 4-way power front passenger seat. Power seats are comfortable. There are two memory settings that are tied to two keys, so each driver can have their seat and mirror position saved. Steering wheel is leather-wrapped, heated, and has a flat bottom. Sadly, there's still some piano black around central console and some on the doors. In other places, they've balanced it with matte surfaces and used this lovely bumpy texture. Doors also have an interesting wavy plastic texture that I like, and there's decent storage in the doors. Gear selector is a standard one, but you have some button controls on the left of the shifter that change the driver mode, auto engine stop, hill assist, parking brake and brake hold, which saves the setting even after you shut the engine off, by the way. You have two weirdly shaped separated cup holders of medium size, a large size box under the armrest with no connectivity inside. But there are two USB-C ports in the front alongside a 12-volt outlet and a wireless charging pad. You have a 9-inch touchscreen with Google and Amazon Alexa built in, and a wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The hardware is snappy enough to make it quite smooth. You get a 360 camera and 4 front and rear parking sensors in this top trim. The camera resolution is not very high, but there are active parking lines as well as various camera angles. The 10.2-inch digital gauge cluster is a typical Honda cluster you would see in an Accord, CR-V, and so on. There is no heads-up display, but you do get road sign recognition, which is not limited to speed signs. In this top trim, you also get a great 12-speaker Bang & Olufsen audio that sounds amazing. Thankfully, all the climate controls are physical buttons and knobs. A neat detail is when you make the climate colder, rotating counterclockwise, the knob lights up in blue, and when you make it hotter, it lights up in red. By the way, it's dual-zone automatic climate control. The vehicle has a touch-to-lock on the front doors, and they also unlock when you pull on the handle. It also has automatic power-folding heated mirrors when you lock the vehicle, or walk away from it when it locks itself. It has a capless fuel tank design behind a manual hatch that locks with the vehicle, so you need to unlock the car in order to open the fuel hatch. There's plenty of legroom in the front for a 5'10" guy like myself, and I sit comfortably in the back behind the seat adjusted for myself as a driver. Materials in the back row feel as great here, although less suede and more leather, and you do have temperature control, climate vents, as well as two USB-C ports for charging. AC is adequate here and cools down the car quickly. The power liftgate opens from either the key fob button, from the button on the tailgate door, or from the kick sensor under the rear bumper. Second row seats have a 60/40 configuration and they fold almost flat if you need to. The triggers for folding are located in the upper corner of each seat. There's a light in the trunk area and a standard 12-volt outlet, some more wavy texture, and a privacy cover that you can hook up to the liftgate so it's lifted when the liftgate opens. You can also remove it. Under the floor, there's a foam insert that has the tire patch kit and inflator, as well as 4 cubbies for small stuff. I wouldn't say you can fit a typical grocery run in here, but you can certainly fit car care and safety emergency products there. You can also fit an optional spare tire in Canada, and in US, all-wheel drive trims come standard with a spare tire. I tested the capacity by moving some of my gear as usual. It's a smaller trunk, 24.5 cubic feet behind the second row, but everything fit. There are 2 buttons at the power liftgate door, one to close it right away, and the other one is a walk-away close button that will close the tailgate and lock the car only after you walk away from the vehicle, if you do it within 30 seconds. Under the hood, you get a 1.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder double overhead cam direct injection engine making 190 horsepower and 179 pound-feet of torque, paired to a CVT with all-wheel drive. It's not quick by any stretch of imagination, which isn't great, but it is what it is. You'd probably never use paddle shifters. Transmission is smooth though, so the ride is comfortable. The steering is well weighted, and the suspension is tuned for comfort, which is lovely. Combined with good cabin sound deadening, this provides a pleasant ride experience. And you can choose from 4 pre-programmed driving modes: snow, comfort, normal, and sport, or configure engine response, steering, and so on in an individual mode. Long trips or quick hauls, you can enjoy it. Acura Watch is standard and includes adaptive cruise control with low-speed follow, lane keep assist which works from a full stop, collision mitigation braking, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic monitoring, front and rear low-speed automatic emergency braking, and more. Remote start without subscription comes standard in Canada. Acura really missed on implementing the great Honda hybrid system here, which would make it a bit more powerful and improve fuel economy even further, although it's not bad as is. Acura claims 27 miles per gallon or 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers combined, and I actually got a better than advertised combined mileage after a week with this vehicle. There are 3 trims both in US and Canada. In US you can get front-wheel drive versions on all trims. In Canada all 3 come with all-wheel drive only. Base in US starts from 35 grand US dollars and goes all the way to A-Spec Advance, which costs 42,000 US dollars. In Canada, base starts with 48,700 Canadian, and this Platinum Elite A-Spec will set you back at 55,200 Canadian dollars, all of which are below the base RDX. Despite being an entry-level premium compact crossover, the 2025 Acura ADX has a lot to offer. I love how it looks, the comfort, the interior, the tech, the great sound, and how quiet the cabin is. No wonder it's sold so well since the launch. And this proves that many people don't really consider how fast a premium car is as a major factor. Check out deals in your area. Recently I've seen 0.99% 30 months lease offers. That's definitely worth considering. Anyway, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and hit that subscribe and bell buttons for more videos just like this. Thank you for watching, and as always, drive safe, use your turn signals, and remember, anything is possible with the right tools and motivation. See you next time!